One is a marquise, one is a beautiful cushion. They're gorgeous. We should even redo them. They're so they're still stunning rings. I love them, and they look so beautiful and real and brand new. So these stones don't cloud over, they don't get yellow, they don't get icky. They're like diamonds. They stay beautiful for years and years to come. Just keep them clean, and they will sparkle like crazy. So anyway, if you're ordering the earrings, thank you so much. I have another earring surprise coming up for you. I'm gonna double check to see how our weekly deal drop is doing. Over 1,200, almost 1,300, I think a total of now 1,500 or so have been spoken for. 1,400 total have been spoken for. If you want yours, it's waiting here for you. Would love to get it on your wrist. That is still available. But right now, speaking of the original rings that I wore in place of my wedding ring, this ring also I bought over 15 years ago. I had been coveting this ring. I originally saw this ring in diamonds in Las Vegas at one of those stores that they lock you out and they have a security guy there and they have to buzz you in. Right? It was one of those kinds of stores, and I was just peering through the glass, looking at this ring, thinking, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like it before. It's called a quadrillion. The center ring, the center stone here, see if we can get this close so you can see it here. I'll hold it like this. So that center stone is a quadrillion cut. It's one of the most famous cuts in the world, absolutely beautiful. And then from the side, you can see it's invisible set princess cut stones down the side. Every angle, there are trillions here. This is one of the single most difficult rings to make. This is so labor intense. It's so expensive to make. And the result is beautiful. I've been wearing this, I told the story before, I was at a restaurant and a lady came from across the restaurant. She said, I'm sorry, I have to take a look at your ring. She said, I've never seen anybody's ring sparkle from the side. She goes, because I could only see the side of your hand, but it was just like sparkling from the side. And I just showed it to her. She was swooning over this ring. It sparkles from every angle. You ready for this? So here's what we're doing today. There are famous, iconic quadrillion. I'm afraid to even say it. I don't want to goof this up. It's unbelievable value. Watch. I want it to pop up here. $49.98. $49.98. 3 payments of $16.66. There's 770. That's it. We do not have thousands. We've sold thousands of this ring. Women adore this ring. It is a gorgeous ring. And this is kind of the original one, because we've done different versions of this. We did a diamond cut, we did one with filigree on the side. This is the full polished band. This is that original quadrillion ring, girls. You can see on Victoria, it is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. If you have one and you want a backup, because we're retiring it, it's not coming back at $49. So if you have one already and you want a backup, because a lot of us do that with Absolute, because it's so affordable, get an extra one. That way, if you lose one, or you just, again, want a backup, why not? At $50, $49.98, it is irresistible. So I hope you're able to get yours, but Paul, the quadrillion ring it's a masterpiece, right? I mean, this is one of the most fascinating. You have the cuts, you have channel set, you have invisible set, you have tension setting. I mean, this has so much, it's a feat to make a ring like this.
It is a feat of engineering because it is tension that is holding all of those stones in place. There's no glue, there's no prongs, it looks like magic because it really looks like magic. Now, Colleen, I don't brag very often, but I'm gonna brag. Are you ready? This ring I've had for years and was always on my pinky finger. I've lost enough weight, I could get it on a ring finger. I was so excited today, like, yeah, woo-hoo. Blood pressure's going down. I'm like, yeah. Usually I'm getting bigger. This is a change for me. So So now I get to wear it on a whole new finger. And to your point, stocking up, get them for different fingers because some days you might feel like it's a pointer finger.
You're
some
right.
days you might feel like a ring finger. Some days you might feel power ring. Some days you might feel pinky ring. I have multiple, but I've never gotten it on. This is my biggest finger, and I got it on today. I am so happy. I really, no, I'm happy. In fact, I might eat pasta for dinner.
No doubt. You guys, it goes up to size 11, 5 to 11. Your size is here. It's the most, I have to show you something about this ring. It is probably one of the most comfortable rings I own. I kid you not. Why? Because when you close your fingers, there's zero bulk. You see how it kind of, it tapers in, it kind of hourglasses in slightly. So when you close your fingers, it's so incredibly smooth. The other thing I love, it doesn't snag because there's no prongs. So it doesn't snag on anything. It's smooth all the way around, down the side, across the front. I mean, from every angle, you have sparkle, princess cut, invisible set. You have the beautiful trillion cut. You have the quadrillion. Google quadrillion diamond ring. You can have this commissioned to make, you can have it commissioned to be made for you. It will cost a fortune, but they make these. I mean, there are women that own this in diamonds, and they are gorgeous, and they look exactly like this, and they paid a lot of money for it. Today, I mean, look, it's so sparkly. It's like out sparkling. Look at this. I mean, it's hard to even keep up with the sparkle. You barely move your hand. People will stare at it, but you know what? There's a tailored nature to this that I think I like. It's not fussy. Even though there's a lot going on, it's beautiful, but it's so clean, and it looks so clean, it feels that way on your finger, right? I think you probably think the same thing, Paul. Isn't it just so, it feels like it's custom made for your hand when you put it on.
You know, it's so beautifully made, and if you think about, this is one of the few cuts and settings that was ever patented. And you could not copy this ring for a very long time because it was created and no one had ever done anything like this. And when we first brought it out in Absolute 20 years ago, or what have you, like you said, Colleen, it was 3 times the price.
It was.
Well, this is the same ring, and you're right. It's the original. It's not the one with the diamond cutting or the, remember that one that had the weird sort of edges on it that everybody thought snagged? This is the smooth one. It's perfect. And it's so comfortable to wear. It looks like $1 million. It feels like $1 million. There's over 40 perfect reviews on this ring.
Amazing.
That's
By the way,
all I need to know.
Yeah, Rob just popped up, 550 left. We have hundreds of people on the phone. They will sell out. To your point, I mean, go read the reviews on hsn.com. And as Paul said, for years this was patented. We couldn't do our own version of it, but now we can. We can bring you this gorgeous thing. And yes, when we first launched this ring, it was $159. I remember I bought it, and I didn't care. I had to have it. It was one of the most expensive Absolute rings we've ever sold. Here we are this many years later, and we are selling it for under 50 bucks. It's just, it's crazy. It's remarkable. Look at the trillions. How they get that in there, it's magical. It really is quite magical. And then again, you can see the princess going down the channels. It's all the work. If you ever see anybody who's worn invisible braces and all the work is done from the back of your teeth, so you don't see it, right? You don't see the braces, they're invisible. That's here. All the work is done underneath, right? All you see is this clean, beautiful, the rows of sparkle. And that quadrillion takes a princess cut to another place. It's a square, it's a princess shape, but it gives it even more depth of sparkle. And that's what makes it so spectacular. So you have the quad, you have the trillions, you have the beautiful setting from every single angle, yet it's super smooth. Wait till you get it, and you'll love wearing it. It's just a fun ring to wear. People do ask about it. I'll just warn you, I mean, it definitely is a hand-grabbing, show-stopping ring, and it's iconic. I mean, look at it on Victoria's hand. How stunning with our bracelet, with the deal drop bracelet. If you pick that up in the cushion, for example, and you do your deal drop bracelet and you do that ring, hello, VIP service. You feel, or at least you feel like a VIP, right? When you have this on.
I told you, this is the ring that got me into that restaurant in Milan when I was dressed like a slob and they had no reservations for 6 months. And I said, is there any chance I can get in? I went like this. I would love to get, I wanted to make sure she saw it, you know. Any chance I could get a table? And she's like, okay, un momento. Just a minute, because she looked at this and she's like, that man is going to spend a fortune on dinner. And sure enough, they had a table in a private room. They brought us in because we were dressed like tourists. They didn't want anyone to see us. It was a very expensive place. So we got a private room and our own wait staff, and they were just waiting for us to, you know, buy $1,000 bottles of champagne. And I think I ordered water and a coffee. I don't know. So we were a disappointment in the end, but it was this ring that opened the door. It's like a key, you know, it's like magic keys. Like, let me in. Open, sesame.
Remember the old Lucy episode where they went to the fancy restaurant and then they couldn't afford anything, so she ordered hot water and she was putting like ketchup and she was putting Tabasco. She was making soup out of the hot water because they were just so excited to be in this fancy restaurant. Anyway.
That was me. That was me in Milan. Yep.
You're
Pretty
so
much.
funny. Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay, if you're ordering, these will sell out. Do not hang up. You can see there's 373 left, but we have a lot of people, hundreds and hundreds of people trying to order it. I hope we still have your size. That's 710238. Okay, now, this is fun. This is an out the door bonanza. Here's what's happening. Check this out.